Hello everybody, Steven here with Cardboard Coalition, and today I figured I'd bring you guys a review of Dustin Dobbins' Skulls of Sedlec, and this is from Button Shy Game. This is a two-player game. It could take anywhere between 10 to 20 minutes, if that. I think it's probably around 10 to 15 minutes, to be honest. Now, I got my notes here so we can make this a really quick review. So let's go ahead and go through it. The theme of the game is that you're a medieval monk, a medieval blind monk, trying to stack skulls. But you're stacking those skulls based on certain areas that the skulls want to be in. You have things like the royals who want to be on top of other peasants, right? Other peasants or other royals. You have the lovers who want to be next to each other, so on and so forth. So if I remember off the top of my head, there's 4 or 5 different groups. But the idea is that you're a monk and you're trying to stack those skulls in Sedlec, in the monastery maybe, or the mausoleum in Sedlec. So you're trying to figure out how to stack those skulls. So that's the theme. The mechanics is hand management and card placement. So how it goes is you draw a card, you place a card. Well, you have different options. It's not draw a card, place a card. Now I think about it. It's kind of how I play. I try to keep the best card in my hand until I absolutely need to use it. You have options. You can put some cards in your hand, which you can only have 2. And then if you already have 2 cards in your hand, you have to play. So you can flip some cards over to see what's there. You can pull a card. You can pull a card, and then you can place a card down, right? You can stack. So those are the things that you can do. And it's really easy to set this up. So the ease of play, let's get into that. The ease of teaching, ease of play. It's fairly simple to explain to people how the cards work and how the different skulls work and where they want to be in the stack to optimize someone's points. It's a really easy teach and it's a really easy play, right? So like I said, the teach is, you could see a how to play. I did a how to play video, but it's basically, there's 3 things that you can do on your turn. One of them involves stacking the actual cards. Now, the other thing would be the replayability. I would argue that there's a lot of replayability in this game, though there's only, I keep glancing at, I'm trying to remember, 4, 5, I think there's 5, might be 6. But there's 5 different skulls, there's 5 different ways they want to stack, but you never know what's going to pop up when you're digging or what's already out there and what card you have in your hand and how you're going to stack them. So I think that gives a decent amount of variability in this game. Now the production of the cards are actually really good. It's linen finished. It comes in a little faux leather. It's a plastic kind of wallet. But the cards are like a linen finish. And then you have the little rule book, which just folds out. It's basic. You can't complain about it. And I'm glancing at it. It's 5 different skulls. All right, I guess we can kind of set that up too. All right, so that's the production value, good production value. Now, value versus cost, right? Our last thing that we tend to talk about is value versus cost. I got this through Kickstarter, but you can, and it was already out. I'd gotten the expansion and got the whole game. But you can get this, I got a glance over here, for $12 at Button Shy Games. Shipping, I couldn't tell you. I don't know if they do, you order so much, you get it shipped to you. I would argue you probably can see these in stores. I see a lot of the other Button Shy ones in stores. I haven't seen this one so often, but on their website, as of filming this, they had them and they were selling them for $12. So let's go off that. So buttonshygames.com is their website where you can buy it for $12. If you just search, it doesn't really come up. If you go to Button Shy Games, it comes up. Or at least on my initial search, it didn't come up. But for $12, you have a 2-player game that you can literally fit in your pocket. Right, this goes right into your pocket. You can bring it. I already was thinking I'm going to have a trip. I should have a trip coming up pretty soon. I'll be on a plane for a long time. If there are interesting people next to me, I can see if they want to play a game, teach it to them really quick, and just sit there on the plane and play the game. Right. So for $12, I think it's a great value. Now, the other thing I want to add, and it's kind of jumping back to the replayability. So if you really like the game, $12, there is expansions. They've put out expansions Champions, merchants, there's a handful of them. I have 3 expansions in each of these expansion wallets. There's castle guards and poets. And then there's also, in this last one, there are single player. There's a couple single player ones. I believe you can get these on the website, the single player stuff and the expansions. I don't actually remember the price. So that can bump up your experience. And as one of my friends said that played this with me, and my nose is still a little clogged from my allergies, that played this with me, is they were worried about the expansion changing up the play. It does, in a sense, a little bit of variety, or getting too complicated. That's what they were worried about. And you could use the expansions to take things out, right? Well, if you use one, you take out certain cards and put the expansion cards in, things like that. So if you want even more replayability, that's outside of the base game. But at the base game, I still think the replayability is good. So overall, what do I think of this game? Would I play it again? I definitely would play it again. Once again, these are games that I buy with my own money, so it seems a little weak, but I would play it again. And would I ask to play it again? And I think that's the big thing, right? Especially for game reviewers, they're either getting given games for free, which they might be like, I'd never play this game again, but they're probably going to watch it because they're getting paid or they're at least getting a free game out of it. But to play it again, most people probably play the game again. But asking to play the game again, I think, is the big thing. And would I play this game again? Yes. This is a quick. It's surprisingly fun for how simple it is. And when I first saw the Kickstarter for the newest expansions, I looked at the art on the cards and I was like, I don't know, the idea of the game sounds really good. I don't know, the art's like almost computer generated to look like drawn cards or drawn pictures. But once I got it, I actually really love it. And it's a game that I think about when it's time to sit down and play with 2 people, or at least a filler. So I definitely asked to play this game again. So that was the review of Skulls of Sedlec. This is a button-shy game. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Steven with Cardboard Coalition. I'll see you later, everybody. Bye.